everybody. Welcome to the Baker Take. It's been a while since our last podcast, and we want to welcome our producer back, Andrew. Welcome back, Andrew. We took kind of a little bit of a break. Presley was super busy in Washington, D.C. this summer, and, with a intern and college schedule, her schedule varies a lot. So hopefully we're back on track now, and we have a great show for you today. It's from fall fashion to freedom's fight. So this is one of our favorite times of year to talk about. And my daughter, Presley, is in Syracuse, New York, attending law school there. Welcome back, Prez.
Thanks. I'm glad we're getting to get back into it. It's been a while.
I know. This should be fun. So we're going to kick off because Presley sent me something the other day, and she texts me all the time. We text each other throughout the day. Sometimes we FaceTime as well, almost every day. So we have a lot of interactions, but she sent me...
Definitely talk on the phone, and we FaceTime when I need to see the dog.
That, and it's funny. Jean goes, what are you guys talking about? You talked for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, that's how my mom and I used to, when I was going to Northwestern, and grandma used to call me. And I had just talked to her like the day before or 2 days before, and we would spend like an hour on the phone just chatting and catching up and laughing about stuff. And I love the fact that we have kind of the same relationship.
Yeah.
So anyway, this was something that you sent me. You sent me pictures of Selena Gomez and her wedding, her recent wedding. And there's a shot for you who are watching on YouTube of her with her groom, her new husband. And I'm sorry, I'm laughing. She just looks so mismatched with him, but she obviously is in love, because that can't be anything but love looking at the guy.
Well, let me also tell you though that I don't know exactly what their net worths are. His is probably more than her.
Right. No, I know that. But this isn't about money.
Do you know what he does? No, do you know what he does?
He produce?
He's a music producer.
Music producer.
It's
for a ton of people.
Every song from like 2011 to like 2015 is like he produced. Like Katy Perry, Selena Gomez, all those big hits are his.
Yeah.
Kesha, TikTok, I think is his.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm sure he's very talented. And he's a behind the scenes guy, obviously, as a producer. But
yeah,
the guy is not a looker. Not that that's everything, because if you're in love, you're in love, and that's a great thing. And she looks happy.
He is hard to look at, I will say.
Yeah,
he's a tough one.
Yeah,
but she looks so happy.
She looks so happy. I am not either, because what was the worst concert we ever saw together?
Oh my gosh,
Selena Gomez. Bad. It was so bad.
It was criminally bad.
Yeah.
And I saw Demi Lovato, I think, the year after, and there was night and day difference.
Yeah. Well, Selena Gomez, her voice has never been like super strong. Like she wasn't able to carry the whole concert for sure. And then I'm just not a fan of a lot. I like a couple of her songs. I do. I like a couple of them are good.
Too.
Yeah.
I really like Hands to Myself and Fetish and all those, like that era. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Very poppy, very but they did a good job of making him kind of breathy, so that he doesn't have to
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to carry the weight of having a great voice. But she also, most of her money has come from her cosmetic line. What is it?
Yeah,
is it Real Beauty? Is that what it's called? I think it's called Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty. That's right. Yeah. That's right. But I did read that she made a ton of just $1 billion or something from that cosmetic line. It's insane.
It's so insane. But I do that. I like their products.
Yeah,
actually.
I haven't tried them yet.
I don't buy a ton of it. You bought me some of it.
I did?
It's like the blush that's you put a dot of liquid on your face. That's hers.
Okay.
And so that's, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her stuff. Yeah, she made a lot of money through that.
Her husband is wildly unattractive. I'm just saying. And you sent me Keith Urban with Nicole Kidman as well, a picture of them. And I'm like, he is also wildly, not appealing to me at all.
What I will say is that I don't know how all of these men, like the men that Nicole Kim and Keith Urban are getting a divorce, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
But he already apparently has a new girlfriend that's like my age, like 26 or
Yeah.
something. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. They always have a girlfriend, of course.
Well, of
Of
course.
course.
They're
Yeah.
stars. They're celebrities. I hope she talks him into cutting his hair. That's all I got to say, because his hair just bugs me.
He's stopped getting it highlighted, first of all. And
Right. So on to the next thing. So, we're talking about obviously a little bit about celebrityism and fashion, and you saw the wedding gown that Selena Gomez had on.
I liked it.
It was beautiful. I thought
I
it was
thought it was
gorgeous.
beautiful. And I'm not like a huge Ralph Lauren fan. Like I like Ralph Lauren stuff, but I'm not like it's not like I like everything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's a little preppy
Yes, for
and a
sure.
little structured, but I really liked it too.
Now,
I thought it was really
Was the lace gown that she had on, was that for her engagement?
no, that was for like the ceremony, I think, and then the other one was her reception dress.
Okay,
Was
because I love the lace one too. The lace one was gorgeous.
This one is the one I was thinking of. I love that one.
Yeah, the other one was more like was plainer looking and more ball gownish, but the lace one was gorgeous.
I also think it's hard to look good in a halter top. Like I don't think I do, and when people do, I'm always impressed.
Yeah, no, I like that look too on other people. I've never looked great in a halter. So other fashion stuff that's going on, like obviously it's fall, and I love fall clothes. I think you do as well.
Yeah.
My closet, I live in a warm environment, obviously living in Dallas. But I mean, we get our weather too, a little bit cold spells and stuff, and some snow and ice a little bit in maybe January if we're lucky. But I have a whole closet full, like probably 80% full, 90% full of fall and winter clothes. I don't know why. I've got jackets and boots and hats and pretty scarves, and I don't ever get to wear it all.
Well, what I will say is I told somebody like last week that I needed to be like 10 degrees cooler here so that I can wear completely different clothes.
Yeah.
Because it's like 70. I need it to be like 60 so I can wear like sweaters
Well,
and jeans.
100%. So right now in Dallas on my way here, it was 88 degrees. And it's like, what do you wear in October, in Texas when it's almost 90 degrees out? And I did have on earlier today, I had on like a burgundy colored, dark burgundy t-shirt with some black pants and some tennies. And so at least I had the fall colors on, but there's not a whole lot you can do until it transitions fully into fall. But I have some fun fall stuff though that I bought. I haven't been able to wear it yet, but except for one of these. But I thought I'd show you since you haven't been home in a while, and you hadn't seen this. This was really cute. I bought this. Animal print is in again, and
I know. I'm happy because it was never out for me.
I know. I know, and I've had animal print. I even had animal print when we went to Vegas. What was that? 2021 for my wedding renewal.
Yeah, that was
my
great.
vow renewal. Yeah, and I had on a cool short jacket that was animal print that I bought at Neiman's. And yeah, so I mean, I've always been an animal print fan. But anyway, I bought this cute little crossbody.
Oh, cute.
Isn't it cute? And it's kind of puffy, but
Yeah,
super
it's very
casual, super cute. And just with leggings and a sweater, it'd be super cute.
Yeah.
So I bought
like
that, and it's not a super expensive bag. It's just a Marc Jacobs little crossbody. But I got that, and then I got these tan.
I like those.
I know, aren't those cute?
Yeah, those are really cute.
Tan, or not tan, but they're chocolate brown suede, and chocolate brown's like really in again this year. It kind of comes and goes like the animal print does, and some years it's bigger than others. But this year, chocolate's really big, and these were just these were at Nordstrom Rack. They're Sam Edel. I can't
All
say
the
it.
fall
Edelman.
like colors are really in. Even like not even just because it's fall though. Like I feel like the burgundy kind of is back.
Yeah.
And the chocolate brown. I just bought that dress from Reformation. Remember the one I showed you? The chocolate brown.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
And then of course
even
greens are in again.
Said you hated that store, and I made you go in there.
I did hate that store. So I don't know who all's been in that store, that Reformation store.
Really popular, like with my age people.
I know that because when I went in, I was the oldest person in there. But I can tell you, it was a weird ass experience. Like that was the weirdest shopping experience
I
ever.
warned you.
Yeah.
I warned you. I said that the try-on thing is weird.
Well,
It's like a little room, and
it's a
there's like a
double-sided
big
room.
cabinet. Yeah,
Yeah. So the
it's like
double-sided room threw me off.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they don't hand it to you. They put it in there, which I don't get.
They put it in there and they say, just so that you know, the other side's locked until you need a new size and just for your privacy. And I was like, what? So I was trying on and I could hear them on the other side of both
moving
walls.
around.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then I walked out with the item for you. I didn't find anything for me in there, but I walked out with the item for you, and I was like, I couldn't find anybody. The one girl that I guess was checking out somebody, they stand there with their little phone or whatever to check them out. They weren't even at like a register or anything. And is that how it normally works there?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
weird.
Yeah.
The whole experience is weird.
She didn't even look like she worked there. And I was like, I thought it was just some chick on her phone.
No, they never do. And you've never been in an Aritzia, I don't think, but it's worse.
No, I've been in
An
there.
Aritzia.
Yeah.
Have you been there? Have you tried anything on in there?
No.
So they don't put mirrors in the dressing rooms, and there's only mirrors in the little center area outside of the dressing rooms. So you have to, whatever, like crop top or whatever the hell you're trying on, you have to go like stand outside of the dressing room to look at it in the mirror while they tell you how fantastic it looks on you, and somebody's boyfriend's waiting for them right outside there. It's so awkward.
Did
The
you
whole
ever
process is so awkward.
Did you ever see the Seinfeld episode where Elaine goes into Barney's, I think, and she's buying a
Tries to return the dress.
yeah,
that one
and
dress.
and she claims they have skinny mirrors
Yeah. Yeah.
because she said she left. She said I look like a cow in it after I went home.
It
But
looked great in it at the store.
yeah. Okay, so the other thing I bought, so green is in again. So I bought this really cute, you can't really see it very well, but I bought this green athleisure Lululemon outfit, and it's got like the pants are the same color as this long sleeve, this thin long sleeve, so it's really cute. And then I bought these in California with Grandma and Grandpa when we were out shopping, which are very cool. And you know what Gene always says, when your boots and your bags come inside of a nice bag, there's a problem.
Yeah.
So these are
Back in the bag.
Valentino. They're very pretty. I'm excited to wear them. So yeah, so the colors that are in this year, you know, the crimson reds and the gosh, I'm trying to think what else that I read. Like a chili pepper red and burnt orange. Of course, I always think burnt orange is good for fall anyway, but that's
I'm not
in.
a burnt orange person, but that
Yeah.
color doesn't fit in my like wheel, I don't think.
It
I think
does
I'm more-
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the other colors are like the deep purples and stuff. Like I don't look good at all in purple, so I can't wear that. But yeah, and then they had like a deep blue that was really pretty. And then of course, like I said, chocolate brown, animal prints, all that is in tans. And then they said pale pink, which you'll be good for. Not too pale, but like a pretty pink would look good on you. And I have like a cropped cashmere sweater that's in pale pink I'm going to send you. It's really cute.
Okay. Great.
So yeah, so that's,
One thing I noticed, like when I was in the city a couple weeks ago, and like what I've seen online and stuff, is a lot of people like to go out are wearing like short skirts with like tall black boots.
yeah.
And that's very transitionary looking anyway, but like that's like very much going to be I feel like we'll see a lot of that. Like, you know how people joke that like girls wear the same outfit out. I think it'll like start looking like that.
Yeah, for sure. And then, you know, that does look very good, transitional, because you can do kind of a cropped or a cap sleeve with a skirt with the tall boots. And then as it gets colder, you add, you know, either a denim jacket or a leather jacket or even a blazer. And then as it gets really cold, then you can put leggings or stockings on with it, you know, it's like some tights. Yeah. So good idea. So anyway, what else is going on? Like pumpkin stuff around Syracuse? Is it all decked out already for fall?
It's not yet, but I think that's kind of because it's been a little warm warmer than it like typically is right about now. But no, it's about to get there though, because people are starting to talk about Halloween and
Yeah.
like all the Wegmans and stuff have mums everywhere and
Yeah.
pumpkins.
So I went out and bought those giant, huge pumpkins for Grandma's yard the other day, Grandma and Grandpa's yard. And our home I think I have like 11 pumpkins and gourds in our yard. It's fun. I mean, I like to buy pumpkins at pumpkin patches, but there's really not a lot of those types of types of stores and stuff around here. So it's mainly the grocery stores and then the big box stores and, like Target and Walmart and Costco and all that. But we're coming up there in 2 weeks and we're going to go to the pumpkin patch up there. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Do you remember?
I don't remember the name either, but I could probably find it in my photos and stuff from.
Yeah, I ran across it last week. I just can't recall. But anyway, it's fabulous. The pumpkin patches in upstate New York are incredible and so much fun. And then we're going to go to an apple orchard and drink some cider and pick some apples maybe, or just buy them if we don't want to go pick them. They got plenty just to buy.
I have no need to pick them.
Yeah.
I picked them before. I'm good. I think I only needed that experience.
I think I'm with you on that one. That was fun though when we did the apple picking.
It was, but I think that was enough.
I was going to say it's something you kind of only want to do once, I think, unless you have little kids, maybe, make that a tradition or something. It's football season. Yay. How hard is it to get the football games on a channel though?
Oh my God. Don't even get me started on the channel thing. I hate the streaming service, doing the live streaming service. It makes me sound like I'm like 90. I hate it. I think we should go back to cable. I think it made it harder for everyone out. Like made it harder for me to put anything on. I can never get The Bachelor on. I can't get the Golden Globes on. I can't get any football, basketball game on ever.
It's always right when you want to watch it that you realize they switched the programming and it's somewhere on a different format.
It's so, I remember I was at home trying to find the Golden Globes, like, I don't know, last year. And I was looking for like 45 minutes and I couldn't find it. And then it finally said, that channel only streams on Paramount. No wonder you can't find it on Sling or wherever else I was. Like, my God.
And then you miss the whole opening, which is like the fun thing to watch.
I'm angry.
Yeah. I know.
Angry and I miss part of it.
I think a lot of people get frustrated by that, and I think it's very fragmented now compared to what it used to be, obviously. And to find the Cowboy game when you're not in the Dallas area, well, even Sling, we have Sling, and I'm telling you, like sometimes it takes forever to start and to load, and it's saying error or one moment please, and it's scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, like trying to connect. It's just very frustrating.
I don't know how the stupid people of the world get the TV on because I can't figure it out. So I don't know. And you can't figure it out. I don't know how they can. And it's definitely user error because other people do. So
yeah. I don't know. So you watched the Cowboy game with from New York the other night and finally got it on. You got it on
I figured
Tubo?
that one out. Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Tubo?
No, I have Fubo, but that's not where I watched it. I think I watched this one on Peacock.
Okay.
It was NBC, and
Okay.
NBC, so they had it.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so how about that ending where the Cowboys actually tied Green Bay? I thought it was going to go into double overtime, and all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, it's over," and it's a tie, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
No, I did too. I thought that I didn't know sports all of a sudden for a second. I did the same thing. I go, great, double OT. And then I was like on my laptop trying to finish something for school. And I was like, did the game end? I looked up probably 3 or 4 times. And they looked confused too, I will say. Everybody on the field was like, is it over? Do we go shake hands? Yeah. But
so
I don't know. I was like, what is this, soccer?
I know,
football?
Right? So the rule is the NFL regular season game ends in a tie if the score is still tied after the 10-minute overtime and each team is guaranteed at least one possession. I like the guarantee of one possession
too,
but I don't think that they should end in a tie.
Well, I thought the rule before, I think the rule before, right, was that it was sudden death.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
I think that is bad too. So
Yeah.
I like with you. I like the two possession thing, but a tie? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like ties. Somebody's got to win.
Somebody's got to win. They put forth all that effort. It actually turned out to be a really good game. The first quarter was super boring, and then I don't know, everything kind of kicked in gear, and it turned out to be really good. So it was fun to watch.
Both Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons were pissed that there was no winner.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so
to play that long and score that many points too, and not have anybody win is so annoying.
It is, and that's why when even your dad comes home from soccer games and he's like all spent and his knees are beat up and he's tired and he's sunburned, and I'm like, "Oh, did you win?" He's like, "Oh, we tied," and I'm like, "Oh crap." That's a bad way to end it.
No.
Anyway, I just want you to know that I ordered you a special candle, and it's a Josh Allen candle that all it says on the candle is "I smell like Josh Allen."
That's really funny. That's really funny.
And Jean goes, "What are you buying that for?" And I go, "Because it's just funny. I mean, I've never seen a candle that smelled like a football player. It was great."
One of my good friends up here is a very big Bills fan, so he'll get a kick out of that.
Okay, that's very cool. So that's heading your way.
What I got at Wegmans like 2 days ago. They have like Bills merch there and Syracuse merch. Look.
Oh yeah.
It's one of their bags because they don't do shopping bags, so you have to like buy them.
Right.
But I only saw them the one time, so they definitely ran out of them. I'm glad I got one.
Yeah, I know how you like Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen pot.
Yeah.
And he's good at football.
So I don't think you've had a chance yet to see the Cowboys on Netflix. That it's called America's Team: The Gambler and His Cowboys. Have you seen that yet?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's really, really good.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it. It has great interviews from media personalities and players and people within the organization, NFL, personnel and stuff like that too. It's just really comprehensive. It's really well done. It has great music in it. It's edited and produced really, really well. So watch that. It's a docuseries. So I don't even know how many episodes it has. I think we're on like, Jean and I were watching like 3 or 4 of them so far.
Okay.
But it's great. And a lot of it was very nostalgic for us because we remembered when he bought the Cowboys, and then we saw him on the dance floor in a nightclub right next to us, and everybody was
really funny.
Yeah, everybody thought he was like some big hick from the boonies of Arkansas. It was kind of interesting to see him out. Another Netflix thing. So I don't think you saw this one either, but we chatted about this one a couple weeks ago. But Jean and I watched this Woman of the Hour that's on Netflix. It's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and have Andrew run the trailer, the official trailer for this, because it's really great.
All right, everybody, let's get started. Live from Hollywood, it's the dating game.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
When you get on that stage, I just need you to laugh and smile just over and over.
Oh.
Do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, camera, get ready for the snap soon.
Hi, Cheryl. Bachelor number 2.
Hello, Cheryl.
And would you please say hello to Cheryl, Bachelor number 3?
We're gonna have a great time together, Cheryl.
I don't date much. I don't date at all, actually.
But you decided to go to the dating game.
My agent said it would get me seen.
Did you feel seen? You know, most people don't like to be seen because you have to be comfortable with yourself. I never hide who I am.
Did you get the shot?
No matter what words they use, the question beneath the question remains the same.
All right. What's the question?
Which one of you will hurt me?
Okay, so as you know, Prez, I'm not a huge Anna Kendrick fan, although I liked her in Pitch Perfect a lot. She was great in this, but then you told me, and I didn't even realize it at the time when I saw it, that she directed this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she did.
She did a really good job. So it's for anybody who likes like thriller, crime type stories. It got a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is really, really high. It was set in the 1970s in Los Angeles. It's based on a true story about a serial killer, and this guy also appeared on The Dating Game in 1978 after he'd already murdered quite a few ladies. So really, really good story, but it kind of bounces around a little bit. The first maybe 30 minutes or so, it's going back and forth, backwards in time, forward in time, that kind of stuff, and then. For those of you who start watching and go, wow, it's jumping around a little bit, stick with it because it gets way better, like just a little bit into the movie. And that Daniel, I think it's Zavato, plays the serial killer, and he's so good. Like you can see his expression just change in a blink of an eye. It's just bizarre how well he does that, and like his whole demeanor changes, and it's just really, really creepy.
Yeah. No, that actor did a great job because he was scary as hell. I saw like the clips I've seen. I'm like,
so
sure.
the clip of the scene in the parking lot
Yeah.
is so frightening for any woman that's ever walked alone or thought that she's being followed or felt uncomfortable leaving a club, whatever. It's a really, really realistic fear that she experiences there. And then of course
He asked her to like read her phone number back to him, and she gave him a fake one.
yes. And she
Yeah.
said, well, let me see it. And he's like, no, you already gave it to me. Can't you just recite it from memory? And then she just stands there and looks at him, and it's just so creepy. It's like, he knows that then she knew right away that she gave him a fake number, but he calls her out on it in the parking lot and then proceeds to follow her to the car. And it's like, oh my gosh. Anyway.
He's like walking too I saw that on TikTok, that clip, and a lot of the comments were like, oh my gosh, run. And I'm like, no, you can't. And there were other comments that I agree with. I'm like, no, you can't run because then he's going to chase you.
Right. And he's a big guy. He would close the gap in a second.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Right.
And then her just walking and looking for her keys and going, fuck, she's walking with her keys. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was
So
really good.
disturbing.
So I highly recommend that. And you need to watch it this weekend if you can. After I watched it, I was like, had to turn on a Seinfeld to like be able to go to sleep.
Yeah. Watch something light after.
Something light and funny, and not too deep. So anyway, did you go speak today?
I did.
How'd that go? So you went to a school.
Yeah. Well, I didn't go to my first class this morning. I just went on Zoom, and then because I had to be at that other class at 12:30, and my class ended like too late for that. So yeah, it was good.
So so you were talking about free speech, and you're the professor of that particular class that asked you to come as a guest speaker. Did she share your op-ed with the
She
students?
did. I don't know how many of them actually read it because none of them were combative with me at all, which
That's
I was
good.
hoping they would be, because I was at the forestry school, which is like notoriously more liberal than Syracuse, obviously. But yeah, so I was a little, and she even was like, I don't know if I'm going to share it because some students might not respond well to like Charlie Kirk being called a champion for free speech. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you like want me to really talk about then. So I think you probably should, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So she ended up sharing it, but and there were definitely people in there that were probably liberal or left leaning, but they didn't ask me any crazy questions or anything, so it was fine.
Well, that's good. But I'm kind of taken back that a professor that invites you to talk about free speech because of your op-ed.
I was too. That threw me off a little bit. I was like, because then I was like, wait, what am I walking into? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of like because that also made me think that maybe she wouldn't like jump in to like moderate it as much.
Right.
But no, it was more her like teaching and then like asking me to like explain certain concepts like about like freedom of speech and how the law sees it and like how the government interprets it, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it wasn't nearly as focused. Like we didn't really even talk about like the Charlie Kirk thing specifically.
Yeah.
And by the time I had to leave, I think I stayed like 50 minutes or 55 minutes. By the time I had to leave for my other class, it was they didn't even talk about Jimmy Kimmel. So there
Okay.
was like really nothing crazy that I said to them,
Okay.
which
Well, that's good. That's good because I was a little concerned
Becky
when
was worried. Becky was worried about me.
I was. I mean, that's why I wanted you to check with the professor and see how she introduced you because to the students via email or whatever she sent out because there's a lot of conservative bashing when people go on campuses, not just with Charlie Kirk, but since then even there's been kind of a very aggressive take on having conservative speakers. And you're not super conservative, but still.
I said if they were going to start arguing with me like I was right wing talker, I would have had to say, let me bring one of my actual conservative friends here to talk to you about this topic, because then you'll completely be in shock and be wanting me back.
Right.
Yeah. That's the funny thing too about me when I do the radio things is that some stations I'm definitely like right on track with them, and then some stations I'm totally like their token Democrat almost.
Isn't that funny?
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like the one station like that is near the border, definitely they'll say things and then I'll say something that's like pretty moderate, but they're like, you can tell the host is like, oh. Like, who do we have on here? Who do we ask on here?
That's so funny. Well, that's like, if you listen to the Patriot radio station, which Dad loves, some of the guests on there, some of the shows themselves, I'm like, ooh, that's really conservative compared to even Fox.
Well, I have to tell Gene sometimes when he shares stuff with me, I'm like, no. I'm like, that's too much. It's too much.
So I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me and asked me, and I'm not sure, maybe since you wrote that opinion piece too, maybe people are asking you questions about that, about Charlie Kirk's assassination and about Candace Owens' take on it and Israel and all that controversial. Have you heard
like
any?
they ask you
What?
Like people ask me political questions constantly. Like they ask you. Like I had Tori texted me this morning and asked me why the government shut down. So
that's so funny.
I'm like a lot of my friends' news source because they don't read the news.
Well, what's funny about that, because I had two friends reach out to me about the government shutdown as well. And what I find kind of entertaining is that we have always been kind of plugged into all this stuff, but people that don't normally plug into it are now and don't realize that this has happened before. The government has shut down before.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
And it's usually a power struggle between the two sides, and that's what it is right now.
We'll figure it out by the next pay period when everybody wants to get paid again.
Yeah, exactly. When they need people to, function again in those capacities, it'll happen. So what else about, I've got my Charlie Kirk shirt on today. I had a couple people when I posted this on social media say, oh my gosh, where'd you get that shirt? I had it made. But that's like I had a Trump for president shirt made probably in 2014, I think.
Yeah.
13 or 14. I don't know. I was running in California with it on and people were like, yeah, believe it or not. Of course, I was in San Diego. So San Diego's a little bit more conservative leaning. Yeah.
A better environment for that, for sure.
Yeah. So we weren't on the air when we haven't done a podcast since Charlie Kirk died. And I was really impacted, like tons of people were by that. And I was in tears all Wednesday when it happened. like all into the evening, and just could not believe what I saw, because I saw the video online right away. And I was like, oh, there's no way he survived that. And they weren't coming on and saying anything. And people kept saying, well, maybe he's in surgery, or maybe he, and I'm like, no, he's not with us anymore. I just knew it.
Well, the amount of, like, I saw the close-up video, and like the people that haven't seen it by now, like, shouldn't go search it out. But like the close-up video, you see how much blood there is
I
right away.
didn't even see that version of it, and I didn't look for that version of it. But
The close-up video, Mom, is probably from like where my front door is to
Okay.
me. That's how close it is
Yeah.
of a video. And you see it happen, the whole thing. And it's like instant, like tons of blood. And I'm like, it's horrible. But it's if I had seen that before I saw the video that I sent you guys from far away, and I would have, and before they announced that he was dead, I would have known he was dead.
yeah. Well, the one I saw from far away, even before you sent it, I think it was the same version basically, but I even knew from that there's no way that he survived, and just horrific. So I did read that there's like, I think they said 62,000 requests for new chapters,
it's great.
Turning Point USA chapters on campuses.
That's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. And who's to know? I mean, this is such a great tribute to Charlie Kirk and to his cause, and it really about freedom of speech and the conservative movement, of course. But I love the fact that this many people have stepped up and are voicing that they want to be a part of that.
Yeah, no, I do too. I think that's what he would have wanted, and it was definitely his life's work. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that,
So one of my sorority sisters from college, she is starting a Turning Point USA adult group, and it's going to be like a book club and stuff attached to it too. So I told her that I would participate in that. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So what do you think of Jimmy Kimmel, the whole bit, since we're talking about freedom of speech?
So my opinion on the Jimmy Kimmel thing, I think, is similar to Senator Cruz's opinion, which is that if the FCC were pressuring ABC to get rid of him after that, then that's wrong and is government pressure to censor speech, which I don't like. I do think that ABC fired him because they were trying to find a reason to fire him. I don't think that it was because of the Charlie Kirk thing. I think that if that was the only problem, they would have just had him release an apology statement or do kind of what he did in the apology that the next time when he came back,
Right.
have that the next show. I think it was too trigger happy to get him like out. Like I think that they wanted him out already.
I agree. And I think that, well, it obviously had partly to do with the amount of money that the show has lost over the last, I don't know, year or two. It was like $70 million or $71 million or something in ad revenue. I don't think he's ever been funny. I don't understand how he's not just a late night talk show host and he's supposed to be comedic, because I just don't find him funny at all. But that's just me.
He was funnier before, like he only focused on politics, which I feel like maybe it's because that's all I see clipped, but I feel like he only really focuses on Trump now.
Yeah.
But I liked back when he used to do like the man on the street interviews. Like, I don't know if he still does those, but those were good.
Yeah.
Those were funny. When like he would like ask people to like pick a country and they would name Africa and he would
Yeah.
say that's not a country. Like that was entertaining. But yeah, no, I when he goes on these like really aggressive political rants, like that's not why I'm watching a comedian, is for that.
It was just really like, didn't they censor that, or his producers or his writers or somebody, like, wasn't that a red flag when they were looking at the script and going, okay, you might not want to call Charlie Kirk's assassin a MAGA, which he was blaming the MAGA movement and the party and saying that he was part of the MAGA movement. So that was a thing. But also, I guess the ABC and Disney and all that, they were selling, is that right? Like I heard that they were selling the new owners.
That's like part of the argument too, that Trump administration was trying to censor it.
Yeah.
Was that they were going to kind of come for them with that merger. I think they're merging with somebody.
Yeah.
And we have a change in ownership. I don't know. But that Trump would that admin would start enforcing antitrust laws against them if they did that. If
Yeah,
they
but
kept
you
Jimmy
know,
Kimmel.
the argument about Trump.
I don't think those were connected.
No, and the argument about Trump, like having that much power, like even Jimmy Kimmel, when he apologized, and we'll run the apology in a second, but when he apologizes, he says kind of on the tail end of it, and I don't even know if we captured that part of it, but he's like, you know, we have somebody in office right now who is wants me fired and everybody from our show and everybody from ABC wants them to be all out of work and like not have jobs and not have money. And I'm like, okay, well, if Trump were the factor, then why are you back on the air? Like if he had that much power to take you off, why would you be back on?
And ABC is not going to make Jimmy Kimmel return to appease the outcry from liberals who never watch him, simply because they want to help with the free speech thing. If they're still going to be attacked in an antitrust way for keeping him on, they're not going to keep him back on.
Right. Okay, well, let's run his apology real quick and let's check that out.
It's never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever.
Was that sincere?
I don't know. Maybe the part where he didn't mean to make light of the murder, I guess. But I'm sorry that you felt that I said it was MAGA that killed him is not an apology to me. But
correct.
Yeah. I'm sorry you feel that way is never an apology.
Yeah.
If he had just said, like, clearly this was a disturbed individual, I was wrong in my assumption that, or my joke or whatever it was, that he was MAGA, I was wrong. It's been proven now that he was part of the left side of the political spectrum, and I was wrong. And I'm apologize to anyone that I grouped in that grouping.
Yeah. No, he never really once said, I am wrong and I'm sorry. And it's like, I think that part of it was sincere because, I mean, he was obviously choked up, and I like to think that that's sincere and not just acting. But you know as well as I do, and everybody else out there knows, that when you're sorry, you have to just come out and say, I'm sorry. So
yeah. If you over-explain too much, it loses its impact, I think.
100%.
Yeah, so I would have written it differently if I were his PR person, but
I can't tell you how many times I've said that. So on a lighter side, so Kevin James is a comedian, and for those of you who follow him, he's from King of Queens, and he's in a couple kind of, some are cute movies, some are not so smart movies, but he's funny. I mean, I've always liked Kevin James. I think his delivery is hilarious, but we saw him recently in concert here in Dallas, and it was not as good as it should have been. And he's super overweight right now. And it's like all he made were fat jokes. And I wish I'd known this before I bought you tickets, but I bought you tickets for November for 2 people. So you and a friend can go listen to him.
I'll make somebody go. We'll get drinks before.
And maybe he's seen the reviews and he's changed it up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because the reviews basically said the same thing I said.
I feel like a lot of those anyways are depends on what show you go to, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of mix they're in, but yeah, especially that seasoned of a comedian. I think that they kind of roll with how they're feeling that day instead of just the set, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. So hopefully it'll be better or more entertaining than the version that we saw. But I still love him.
I don't know.
Still think he's great.
All John Mulaney talked about when we saw him was his rehab and cocaine problem, and I laughed my ass off the whole time. So
He was so funny.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I wish people could have seen the whole weird interaction we had there too in the audience with somebody.
That was with Gene. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We had somebody yell at us, basically tell us to shut the fuck up. That was the exact wording she said to my dad. Did not go over well. Let's just say that.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have to end on that funny note.
On that note.
Yeah, you want to close this out?
Sure. Thank you guys all for watching. Mom, that was a very fun episode. I'm excited it's fall and that we're back to podcasting and that Andrew's back. That's great. And we'll see you guys next time. This is the Baker Take.